Sometimes you do things, um, but you don't know. You question. You do things and you question, like, will this make my situation better? Eventually, you get the results, but then you have done so many things to where you don't know where those results had came from. You got those results, but now it's like, what did I do to make those results what they are? There was this lady that said, people tell the truth about how they feel about you when they are hungry. And this is kind of off topic. This is off topic, but that's what was on my mind currently. You know how when a person is hungry, they're not in their right mind. They're agitated. They're overwhelmed. Well, not overwhelmed, but they're agitated, and all they really want is some good to just. I mean, some food to just, in their system, because they know that's what their body needs. Their body needs food, you know, and they want to eat, but at the same time, they're mad because obviously they don't have anything to eat. So what makes them react? This energy, they take this energy with them and they begin to react outwardly towards other people. And then it can be to a point where you in a conversation with somebody and you talking to this person, but they, you haven't ate, so eventually you become agitated. This person's agitated. This person is talking with someone, but they're also feeling some type of way. So they really can't get out what they need to say or want to say because the truth just keeps interfering. Why? Why does the truth keep interfering? Because this person it's bringing out what's real, what's pure. You know, um, the conversation is getting real, obviously, because really they are neglecting their body in that moment. You know, not only is, how you begin to feel that irritation inside because it's like, I'm hungry, and I'm putting myself in this position or this situation when I really need to be over here doing this. It's kind of like, how they say, you drink liquor, and when you drink, you tend to get out the truth. So it makes you question, like, those people that's drowning themselves in alcohol and drinking, are they hungry? What are you craving? What's making you turn to this? Why are you not being fulfilled? Where are you not being fulfilled? If you don't figure out the root of the problem, you will always feed on things that you really don't need. You're substituting this for that because you don't know what that is, because you didn't take the time to figure out what it is that you actually want in your life. What do you need? What is your body calling out? You're putting this in place. You're taking this alcohol to replace what's actually bothering you. And that's the thing, though, because eventually it's like, you can go without alcohol for so long, but it won't replace. But unless you know what it is that you need, you'll always be lost. You'll always be feeling absent-minded, maybe, as well. I always said when you go without something that you used to have, um, when you go without something that you used to depend on, that becomes dependent upon you. So no matter whatever you do or wherever you're at, you will always get dragged back into that situation. What's resentment? How do you fight that resentful? How do you fight resent? You know, because you don't want to be resentful. Because resenting something is only, you putting it in the back of your mind and ignoring it. But that could be a good thing. That could be a good thing. So, what can you do in the meantime? What is this feeling? So that's when you got to just throw yourself out there. Go to whatever you used to depend on, whatever that dependent was, because the only thing you can do when something is dependent on you, or you're depending on you don't want to depend on this, but it's dependent on you. The only thing you can do is really, dissect, figure out what is in that substance. Okay, let's use alcohol for example. What's in alcohol that you can replace those elements? I don't know, it's the elements. That you can replace those ingredients. Do it little by little. Okay, what's this ingredient in this beverage? Take just small ingredients from that beverage and go out and find other products, food products that can replace that, that has the same, that's a part of what's in alcohol. So yeah, I feel like that's the way you can do that. Craving, angry, you become angry. Back to the people become angry. People speak the truth when they are hungry. Go to your cravings of what you don't want in your life anymore, and just find other ways to branch off of that. Just like the concept map. You got the branches that comes from the source of the issue, and then you branch off, trying to figure out what you can do to kind of just expunge that altogether, that what you used to do, like your past, what you don't want to go back to. So just do that and expunge it. So yeah, as I was saying, okay, so I got let off topic again. So that's what your body is craving something. So when you go out and only the truth is coming out, then that means something, that can go a lot of ways though. Because every time I think about the truth, it's like, so is that what it is? Why would you want to speak the truth? Or how is truth coming out when you're hungry? Unless you're hungry for something other than food. When you think of hunger, it's beyond food. It's not just about food. That's what I'm saying. Our body craves what it's been fed, and when it's at that last little drip of what it likes, what your body likes, then that's where you have to go out and figure out how to feed that without turning back to this. But it didn't say food, I guess. Yeah, it didn't say nothing about food. Oh, yeah, it did. No, it didn't. And she didn't say nothing about food. She just said feed. When they feel hungry. No, they tell the truth when they feel hungry. So, yeah. I feel like I went all around what I want. What's the point? What's the point? What are you getting at? Be specific. What's something simple that I can just, say and be like, oh, just like that. But that's how life is. Sometimes it comes out in bits and pieces, and event down the line, you won't ever fully understand until later on in life. You won't understand it. It'll drive you crazy though, but at the same time, that's when you just gotta go with the flow. You just go with the flow. Yeah. So, it is it 12? It is 12:08. Have a good afternoon. I like what this one lady said. She was like, if you're not having a good day, don't you dare go messing up anyone else's. She said that all the time, and that kind of stuck with me because it's like, sometimes we go out here and we're not feeling good. So when something is usually happening, something's happening normally. This always happens, But if that person is feeling some type of way, that person is going to react on, that situation as if it never happens because they're not feeling good. They're in a bad place with themselves. And now you come out and you're, you go to that situation and you just mess up, the flow of everything else because you wasn't in a good place. So I feel like that's kind of a reflection on, if you're not having a good day, don't you dare go messing up someone else's. Get yourself right before you step to a situation, especially if something that it's always happening, without being addressed, only to affect you, tomorrow. So now you reacted on this situation, and now tomorrow is not going to be the same as it was yesterday because you have basically, messed that up for yourself because, what you allowed before, because you allowed this before, and now that you're not feeling good, you're not allowing it. I mean, you didn't stop. You didn't allow it before. So now that you allowed it before. You allowed it to happen before. And now you're preventing it from happening again because you reacted in a different way. So don't expect tomorrow to be like today or yesterday to be, the same as today or tomorrow, because you kind of just drew that line because you were feeling some type of way, reactions. You react and you kind of just change the timeline of things, and sometimes, that can be a good thing though. It can be a good thing because what you wouldn't normally do and now you're doing it now, it's kind of messing up the timeline. And if you was expecting change, now you got your change because, something that probably was bothering you. It was probably bothering you subconsciously. Like you was really actually being bothered, but you never really addressed it. But sometimes when you're not getting your way, and now you're feeling, sometimes your emotions of how you're feeling inside subconsciously, it comes out eventually. It eventually, overwhelmed you. Now you have no other choice but to address the situation that you wouldn't normally address. So when she said, if you're not having a good day, don't you dare go messing up somebody else's. You just don't have no control of when you emotionally get overwhelmed. So look at it as an opportunity. But being aware, when you're aware and you know I don't know. Yeah. So that's what I think. But at the same time, it's like speaking in, you know what you're doing. Yeah. If you're not having a good day, like something just, what's having a bad day? Having a bad day is, I guess, emotional. Okay, so we can use this for example. Emotionally, you're going through it with somebody. So you get into it with your best friend or something, or you get into it with your boyfriend. So instead of addressing that person, you go and you address another person that didn't, do this to you, but you address them instead of what you're feeling, because you were coward. You didn't have the courage to approach this person, so you go ahead and you take it out on another person. Boom, you done messed up somebody else's day because you didn't, check yourself. You didn't check the person that you was supposed to be, addressing. You didn't address that person. You rather address this person instead, because this person, maybe, this person won't do anything, or this person, this person. So this person is just, I don't know. So something like that. There was a point where I would be sitting down, and this person, and somebody would, be walking. So I'm just throwing out random ideas. So this person is not feeling good. They go outside, and they're treating other people bad because they didn't look in that mirror that morning and see what they wanted to see. They didn't reflect. They didn't do none of this. So they go out there and they just, they acting like they happy, but really inside they not. But this has that effect to where now you're projecting that energy onto me. You're projecting that energy onto them, because you're feeling, you're feeling bothered. So it's more than just words. Words are powerful, but where those words come from is just as powerful. Just because you say it, it's a lot of energy in what you say. You're bringing up all of that energy when you speak that word. That word is a form of energy. So when you project that energy onto another person, you just got to make sure your energy is right. Keep your energy right. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that. That's I'm gonna leave that as that, and enjoy y'all Sunday. I think it's Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday. And I will try to enjoy the rest of mine. Happy Sunday and Salah.